Hey, yo, what's up, family? This is part two of the Lido interview. Powerful, powerful interview that we did with Starlito. If you haven't watched part one, please go back and watch part one right here, same place, same YouTube channel. Make sure that you're caught up on part one because we're going to get straight into part two. So, without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. Part two, Born Rich Club, Lido. Let's go. So let me ask you this though, Lito. So, all right, you got the deal with Cash Money.
Yeah.
How did that end, man? Did that end amicably? God, look, I can't even say the damn
Now
word.
look, you talking
and
about
I'm
me
trying
all
to say,
goddamn
I know, right?
Now look at him.
I know.
I
Well,
know
fuck
what you're trying
it.
to
But
say.
you know what I'm trying to say, man. Did it end on
Say the
good
word
terms or
again.
not, man?
Man.
Amicably. What is you talking about?
Yeah, that's not how you say it.
It ran its course. I don't think
No
it's-
bad blood.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's nothing but love from I can only speak for myself. I'm fortunate for all the time spent there and everything I soaked up, everything that I learned. It was definitely like a launching pad. I appreciate the hell out of somebody wanting to invest in what I had
Yeah,
going
for
on.
sure.
Whatever, however you gauge the success or failure, I look at everything I've been able to do past that situation as proof of it working.
Okay.
Of it, like, cause we talked about it for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
45 minutes. Like, it's a part of my story.
Yeah,
It's
most
history.
Absolutely.
But
But the
it's-
grind hard, just the name, just the logo is big to us because of the hard work that you put in.
Yeah.
Like now, like if I see Nike, McDonald's, like now if I see that comes from
Yeah, we know that's
years from you ago and still relevant now. That's Cashville. That's deep rooted right there.
And being in that company of those power players, like, showed me the value of a brand name and how your brand name is your face card. And although, you know what I'm saying, I was a part of these different collectives and I worked hand in hand or beside, you know what I'm saying, some of these legends in this game, it also gave me that fuel to, like, I want to make sure you know what I'm saying, I do something that's substantial. I do something that stands on its own.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Aside from the work I do there. Yeah. And I always was kind of planting those seeds. But I feel like my work ethic, understanding the value of what you're doing and how everything counts, and just that perpetual workflow. Like, I was around these guys that was like other level rich.
Yeah,
That
most
was-
definitely.
They were working harder than anybody I
That
knew.
was really,
You know what I'm
Even
saying?
even though I'm rich,
Really?
I'ma still show y'all.
it was work. It was
Yeah.
like, if you was around, you was working.
Yeah.
Was work.
And-
Okay, now speaking of work, we know with this cash money shit, we got ghostwriting rumors. Did you ever ghostwrite as a part of that
I
collective?
did some writing. I don't even know if you call it ghostwriting because my name is in some credits and some things I still get paid for.
So
know
you
what
do
I'm
got
saying?
you did do your paperwork right on that.
Yeah. I mean, all the paperwork was right once it got to the point of paperwork
Okay,
being
cool.
done. It was just what we actually did, and if I turned in 70 songs, maybe only 3 or 4 of them came out. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
ain't
put
know
out a
that.
few singles. I put out the Grey Goose single. I put out a single called Get Money. Whatever else that was under my namesake. But then I featured on like Father Like Son.
You did.
Yeah.
I featured on the Birdman album that came out after that. The song's called We Gangsta. I can't remember the name of the album.
That was big for
I
us.
featured on, I think one of them albums went gold, one of them went platinum.
You came on Style. I remember him bringing you out at the Municipal Auditorium.
for sure.
We
Yeah,
was
for
there.
sure.
I remember that.
Yep,
Nigga,
yep.
I was happy.
That was huge.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
was.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was huge with me.
That was, yeah, I mean, like,
That
this,
nigga was finna
like
jump
I
on the
said,
stage.
this is,
So I done
It's
jumped on
history.
stage alone. Hey, bro, a good story. What? We got a good story. You don't know this though, but let me tell y'all a funny story, man. So I'm known to jump, well, not jump on, because we already be on stage.
Yeah.
But it's somehow I
get
don't
to the
know.
front.
I get to the front, right? I don't know how this shit happens, and I don't know shit. I'm just lit and drunk, and Rick Ross. I was in front of Rick Ross, bro. He rapping his ass off, and I'm drunk. And as he rapping, he look at me, and he say the words, and he look at me and do like this with the mic. And I don't know shit he rapping. I'm up there mumbling. I'm just about like that. I don't know shit.
Yeah. What'd you do with Lito?
Lito, you had a show. I'm gonna say it, y'all. This man had a show. Cause I'm gonna give you flowers, bro. 3 people I always say brought the city out. Me and him. That were Boosie. This at the time. Boosie, Buck, and Lito. Facts. Bring the city out, right? Dude. And I was the nigga that first like, yeah, Boosie gonna bring the city out, Buck. And I came to your show, bro. I said, God, this nigga got the city out, right?
Yeah. Facts.
So this is like the 3rd time that you done did this with Limelight.
Probably
a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, it's 615. Yeah. Then a lot of people that you fuck with, I know them, right?
Yeah.
And so I end up stage, and I don't know how the hell I got right beside you, bro. You rapping a song, I don't know the damn song, but I'm mumbling, right? Like I know it.
You're the first mumble rapper.
Yeah, first most definitely. Because people looking at me. People really looking at me because you know, for us looking at you up there.
Yeah.
And like, damn, I don't got on stage with All-Star. And homie, you rapping a song, bro, and you don't know me. You in your your performance mode. And homie, you look straight at me to finish what the hell you rapping, bro. And my nigga, I just looked at you and turned back around. It's just like I'm rapping with you. And everybody with me like, nigga, you up there with Lito, man. I was like, bro, I didn't know. I was there mumbling, bro.
Yeah.
But I knew just being in the
That's
presence.
beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just big for me, man.
That's fun.
It's beautiful, bro, that every time that that you come back, you get love, you know, from the city, man. How does that make you feel knowing that the city fuck with you like that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great feeling, you know. It's one of them things you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's how I've always taken it, cause I can remember humble beginnings of nobody knowing who you are, nobody giving a damn. You know what I'm saying? I can remember getting in rap battles and shit, and everybody looking like, nigga, what you finna say? Like, we don't care. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
It's a
saying?
BA Sports. I'm in the game like EA Sports.
Yeah,
and they
all
like, nigga, we don't want to hear that shit. Nigga.
Right. So to start there to like my last show here right up the street, you know what I'm saying? Eastside Ball.
Yeah, the ball
sold
name.
out the capacity.
Yeah, most
and,
definitely.
Like, to even see like production value of what I do scale up. We got LED screens and people hanging off the balconies, and you know what I'm saying? It's like it's different. It's different than, like you said, Limelight 615. That was a nightlife thing. It was probably, even though we used to pack it out. We used to be wild to wild, but that's like 50-50. Half the people are there to party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To
They're
pop
not there
bottles,
for
and
you.
half the people probably there for the artists or the music, but it's gonna be it's a
Every
lot of people
Saturday
there because
night.
the gals there.
Yeah,
like,
we here every
Is that
Saturday
different
night.
a hard ticket?
and it's versus like I'm doing a hard ticket venue and people are here to see the rap.
The rap,
Gotcha.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we here
That's
for
what you
these
prefer
rap
more?
songs. I mean, it's just growth.
I got
You know what I'm saying? Because like
All artists got to go through the Limelight. I'm in the 615 stages, right?
I just think it's just different types of artistry. Because at that time, I was making my music for that crowd, for that audience, like almost solely. As I grew as an artist, it's like I'm able to get up here and perform songs about grief, about, you know what I'm saying, about family, about love, about, you know
These
what I'm
are the
saying?
hard
like,
tickets.
Right. It's like
yeah.
a lot of that music, even if I had it in me to make that music back then, it wasn't going to be received in them
Not at
spots.
615.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, I
It's
listened to
just-
your latest project, and some of them songs
They wouldn't-
I remember
they
in
wouldn't have played.
615, you
Go with
redid the
615.
alphabet song. You did
Well, I
the
mean, but that was splitting the difference. That was when it's like, man, I can be myself on this mic, and I can let my intellect shine through. Or I can, you know what I'm
still be
saying?
accepted.
And, right, and it still be in pocket with the hardcore
hip hop
fan that
street level.
right.
guys,
It's like it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's something I tapped into, and at the same time of things not working and me not going to the moon as far as mainstream hip hop. I figured out. I tapped into like being myself, and they're like, I'm gonna be the best in the world at being me, and nobody gonna be able to duplicate that, and whoever comes with me and follows me doing this, they gonna be here to stay, kind of thing. And I took that and ran with it, and I think it's more to gain as far as an indie on the hard ticket end, and it's just it's better. Like the older I get, it's like your crowd growing with you.
So I like, you know what's crazy though? I like you saying that, right? So we spoke about how it ended with the Cash Money deal. After that, you went indie.
Yeah.
You went indie.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
went-
start Grind Hard? Is that your first indie or?
When
what was
we
that
had a
little-
label called Loyalty Records when I was first doing the
Loyalty
original
Records,
deal.
Support Me Records or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
paper was signed to
Yeah.
that label, and we was trying to do business with Young Real at the time. This was like
Yeah.
05,
Yeah.
Okay.
that whole time frame. And then the Grind Hard grew as a brand, like a lifestyle brand, and like a neighborhood thing. And like I said, just that knowledge of like you got to brand something. You have to like. I wanted something to be bigger than me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
I
Like,
want to ask you that.
I always wanted it to be bigger than All Star at the time, or you know, as it grows. Like now it's artists in Las Vegas and Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Florida, and from Kentucky, and
That's Grind
a few
Hard.
artists from here that wear this logo or that's stamped and endorsed, and it's like it is. I don't have to be there for this
sure.
to mean something or for it
That's
to
what I want to
exist.
ask you. I want to ask you, watching the Birdmans, the Gottis, and the other powerful execs, the Coach K's, to be around them, what gems did you get from them for your artists? Because now you a CEO. So the things that you were seeing, now that you're a CEO and you have artists, what gems did you take from them that you're making sure that your artists go through?
One of the things that I can appreciate, I feel like from a good rap CEO space, is to get out of the way and let the artists shine. Let what they doing shine. I think sometimes people are hesitant to do that because sometimes when you're wearing a rapper and the CEO hat, it's kind of like, well, I'm still, you know, you got something hot, so let me make sure
Yeah,
I'm
let
staying
me
close
jump on
enough
that.
to it.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Exactly. I mean, but and then
You can't say that
I've
right
seen
now.
people
I
trying
can't, I'm sorry.
like go from doing it to being willing to fall
To
back,
fall back,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
let your artists, you know what I'm saying, do their thing. Like I think the perfect CEO is supportive and you know gets behind what because an artist when an artist can just be an artist and be creative, it's like the artists that I work with, I think within reason, I try my best not to reject or turn down any of the ideas they have. I wanna endorse them. I wanna support them. Like, this is what you wanna do. All right, how you wanna do it? Let's make it happen.
Do a lot of confidence go down when like you do reject? Because I hear stories like that. I heard A-Ball MJG say when they was signing Bad Boy, they turned in over 70 songs, and he only picked 3 songs. No, I'm just speaking on the industry, right? They said that they did 70 songs and they turned them into these label heads, and only 3 get picked. And and they was upset. A-Ball MJG was like, now I'm mad. Because now I don't want to make a whole album.
Because it's some ego
Yeah,
involved.
like because they said they didn't want to make an album after 70 songs get rejected and only pick 3.
Yeah.
But I think that's as far as the music business go, like record labels label records. Without sounding like redundant to say that, like you with this type of label, they want to put these type of records out. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes artists may not be form fit for the situation they're a part of, and that's just an apples and oranges kind of thing. Like I try not to associate myself with something that I don't fully believe in, you know, because I shouldn't have to mold and morph what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm rocking with you and what you're doing, then we're just gonna push
Yeah, you
that.
gotta change. Yeah,
It
you
might,
gotta
tomorrow
change
it might
up.
be different. You might want to wake up and do.
Yeah. So shoot the block up, shoot his daughter too, nigga. We ain't doing that on Grind Hard.
Nah, I don't know. I ain't heard it yet. You gotta get it.
No, I've been working on the song. I shoot your block up, nigga. Shoot your daughter
Man,
too.
rap the other song.
Shoot your mammy, bitch. Shoot your father too.
Yeah.
Shoot the block up, nigga. Shoot your daughter too.
Hey man, you get it hot enough,
Yeah.
man.
You assign me.
I don't know.
That's
We
DJ
gonna see.
Switch.
Like,
Yeah,
DJ Switch. That's my
But-
boy DJ Switch.
But yeah, I think it can kill an artist's confidence.
Yeah.
Like trying to, but I think that's one of them trying to fit in type of modes instead of standing out. By the time you in business and pocket with somebody, you should already like leverages everything. Like,
Yeah.
but like that situation you talking about, like I look at A-Bar MJG as legends. And I also look at it like that's a legendary record label that they was signed to with a track record and budgets probably out the roof. Like, it's business. A lot of these things is math.
and you can't
it's
put your
like-
ego in it, basically. Like, you can't put your pride in it.
No, I mean it don't. There ain't no room for pride. If
Yeah.
they looking for, we need a song to have this many spins before we can drop the real bag on it.
Yeah.
And we looking at it like this is not gonna generate this many spins, and we're not gonna take that kind of chance on this because it's not familiar to us. You know
Man,
what I'm
good
saying?
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
man.
I understand that. I mean, you.
That's
I mean,
just
even
the-
if you do the
good shit.
logistics, man, it's and because this don't happen a lot, man. You
Right.
take a down south group with a New York based
Right. Just
executive. A lot of times it just
Especially-
don't
Yeah,
work.
sometimes
like
it
Especially
can work.
20-some
50
years
go to
ago.
West Coast. I mean, sometimes it can
50
work.
go to where?
To the West Coast, he got signed. Yeah, he left New York.
Well,
so
I
sometimes
argue it's the other way around. I argue
They
that
went to
50 was
50.
doing what he
In
was
New
doing
York.
so
Yeah,
tough
yeah,
that they
you're
had to go to the
Yeah,
East
you're
Coast
right.
and say,
Yeah.
man, what you doing? We want to just put some fuel on that
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
So,
okay, I totally
like,
agree.
So that means we ain't gonna change you.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I had
yeah.
to
right. We
come and
like
find
what you doing.
Yeah.
Just keep
Just
doing
keep doing
it.
what you're
doing
doing.
that. Yeah.
Well,
Nah,
here goes some beats that we know will go because Dr. Dre's beats is programmable everywhere.
Yeah.
And just do what you do to these, and then
Don't change up. Just keep doing what
Right.
you just
Doing you.
fit,
Exactly.
work
And that's
these.
that's
That,
what.
I got some good shit that I want to know. Because we done got the music.
Yeah, I mean,
We want to know about the music. Because this is something that the fans did. We
Absolutely.
most definitely want to know.
I like we was telling the story too. We went
Yeah, I
from
like
fucking
that.
middle school all the way up.
Yeah.
I
this.
want to
like this. I
ask
like this. I
something
like this.
that the fans want to know also because something I've been seeing.
Okay.
I've been seeing you and Don Tripp posting. I don't know. I'm an outsider. We all outsiders, so I want to ask this question. Is it a Step Brothers 4 coming?
Yeah. It gotta be. It's gotta be.
It gotta be.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that face you making right now. Is it gotta be? Have y'all recorded some songs for Step Brothers 4?
Man, you'll laugh. I give you the real answer. We recorded a song.
One
Okay.
song.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's a
that's
start.
just I mean, it's a start, and
This
it's
recently?
nah, we done recorded that. We've recorded a lot of songs since we recorded that song, but that particular song is for sure for Step Brothers.
Y'all
for,
keeping
for
that in
life.
the tuck. It's in the tuck. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's the outro. It's the.
Oh, okay, so it's so
Look.
you hold on, listen what you just said now. Because I'm listen, I got because they gonna get on me if I don't. So I gotta dissect this a little bit. You said that song is most definitely
The
for
This the outro.
the
Step Brothers.
outro.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I just think we're eclectic artists. We're our own people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that we're at any given time a week away from that project being done. Because Step Brothers 1 was done in like 3 studio sessions. Step Brothers 2 was
working.
was like maybe 4 or 5 sessions. We were just kind of more like meticulous about it. And with 3, you know, bro's family had grown. Like
Yeah.
we like we've grown together. You know what I'm saying, in this game. But it's just life, because it was a time we probably was on track after doing 3 to come right back with 4, because we did a 43 city tour, because we did major numbers on 3. We did really, really well, charted really high, and then life happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro continued to grow his family. I got into some trouble. It was just like a lot of things happened back to back.
Is this time you was getting introduced to fatherhood also?
And I was about to say, then I'm getting out of the trouble, and then I have a child, and then you know what I'm saying, and it's like almost like a mirror. You know what I'm saying? I went through some trying times while bro was, you know what I'm saying, embracing the growth of his family. As my family was growing, bro was going through some trying times, and it's just like the music just was secondary to all that. And through it all, like we honestly like only grown closer.
Yeah, most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Most definitely.
It's just as far as the brand, the Step Brothers brand of music, just because it's always kind of just happen how it's supposed to happen, when it's supposed to happen. And we'll look up and like, man, we ain't did no music in a while, because we've always done shows together. So when we get together, it's just like we kind of just checking in
So
on each
y'all got
other or
it.
catching up. But
Y'all got it. Y'all heard what he said. Listen, we ain't gonna rush it, but just know, Step Brothers 4
It's on the
is
way.
coming.
yeah,
I'm gonna say this though, Lito, because I know why Step Brothers 4 is on the way. You can't stop Don.
nah,
Don Tripp,
he's
this
15 months
nigga
straight.
here
He's
done
a
dropped
50
15 months in
yeah,
a row,
He just
Lito.
dropped yesterday.
Damn.
I know. I listened to it today.
Yeah.
Hard.
Damn.
I ain't got to listen to it. It's too much.
Hold on, let me.
Nah, he most definitely.
I'm about to get on the road.
How
when I
many
leave,
albums
bro.
he dropped?
Let me get it
15
right.
albums in
it's
15
Before,
months.
all right. So his latest project is "Before the Devil Knows You're Dead."
Yeah, that's the name.
1, 2. Look, it's already. All I had to do was hit Apple Music.
How many? How many songs he got on there?
12 songs.
Yeah, he hit them like that.
Yeah.
I'm on
He
song.
killing
I'm
it.
on song 3, so I haven't heard the whole project.
Okay.
But I'm on song 3. But I
Yeah, he
listen
killing
to
it.
Yeah, he
all
always
of his
listen to Don
projects.
Trey.
Bro, I'm a truck driver. I ain't got shit else to do
Yeah.
but let that shit rock, homie. But I listened to it, man. What did you? I don't know. Matter of fact, tell us what that conversation was like when he said, because I know once I heard like the third project in 2023, he was like, I'm dropping a project every month this year. What was that conversation like when he called you and said, bro, I'm finna drop a project every
He
month?
ain't calling and telling me. I probably called him.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was like, bro, what you doing? Like, you making it. Making it very, very difficult on me. Like now, my comments is for like, well,
Where you at?
He keep dropping.
Yeah,
where you
at?
Yeah.
Because I was in the midst of like a 3+ year hiatus at the time.
You sure
You know
hell
what I'm saying?
was.
So the longest I gone in my career without dropping music, and then bro gets this surge to like, I'm just gonna be on their top every month. I was one, I was impressed by it. I was inspired by it.
Good shit, for sure.
You know, I called him joking, like,
Yeah.
making me look bad. But on the flip side, well, because along the way, he probably was calling, like, hey, I want to get you on this next one.
Yeah, because you was on a lot of those projects.
And we had a conversation, like, last summer. I called him and just kind of picked his brain because I was kind of in between, like, I wanted to get back out there and start putting music out again. And I just didn't have the same relationship to it. Like I was saying years ago, it's a mic and then I'm about to go in here and rap.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, what do I have to say? Like, and because I wanted to come from a pure space or my head space, my perspective changed so much that I'm like, I ain't just finna just get in here and say
now I'm not
anything.
rappity rap no more.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta, like, it's gotta come from, I wanted to connect.
Damn, that's good, bro.
And so I hit him, like, because I feel like his music is pretty raw. And he's very transparent. It's more transparent than a typical rap artist. And I'm like, how are you doing this? Like at the quantity of it. Cause I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get out the starting blocks to do one. And you on like number 7 for the year and about to drop 8. And I'm like, what are you tapping into to make all this music? I was like, cause my prior project was paternity leave. And I talked about fatherhood. I talked about it from a lot of different perspectives. I talked about, had a song Baby Mama Trauma.
Most
I had a
definitely.
song
Remember
about
that?
Daddy Issues. I had a song Girl Dad that he was on, Jelly Roll was on. And it was like, I felt like that was pure. That was like, in the COVID time, I'm with my daughter 24 hours, 7 days a week. And this was my life. So it only made sense to rap about these things.
Most definitely.
When I'm like, I can't make that album again. I'm not just gonna keep giving you the same because
You're
my
not
life
in that
still look
mind
like this.
frame in that setting, right?
Well, I just don't want to just repeat myself.
Yeah,
you know
okay.
what I'm
His
saying?
life
Like
still look
my
like
my
that,
life
though.
still look like that, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna get you a girl dad too.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I ain't gonna just. So where are you going to come with all this material? And he told me straight up, he was like, man, you be thinking too hard. Like you overthinking it. He was like, the stuff you played for me. He was like, the stuff you played for me in the studio before that show was like, man, that was perfect to me. He was like, but you would play a song and be like, I ain't done with this, or I don't know about this. He was like, you let me hear some songs, and I'm like, damn, when this coming out?
Yeah.
But to you, it's incomplete.
It's
he was like,
incomplete,
man, if you just put it out, people gonna receive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, you know, he
Do
was like, you
think
can make a
too
song.
hard? Do you think that you think too hard sometimes when you come to your music?
For sure. I mean, but some of it is like a gift and a curse, because thinking through it is what makes it what it is.
Facts.
The fact
Makes
that
it
I'm not
perfect,
approaching
like,
it
yeah.
like ignorantly, or I'm not just gonna get in here and say anything. But to his point, he was like, I can think myself out of a good idea, or I can
Oh, that's
think
deep.
like,
I think that's what we're trying to balance at with this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I tell him too. I said, I'm my worst critic.
yeah, that's
I'm
what
my
that was
I'm
his
my own
exact
worst critic.
that was his exact words. He was like, man, the same is true for both of us. He was like, we're our own worst critics. He was like, but you just have to. He was like, bro, if you made a song talking about how you have writer's block, it would mean the world to somebody out there,
Most
because they would be able to relate to it. And right when he said it, like the light bulb went off. I was like, damn, that's an interesting song idea. And I was like, it like crystallized. I was like, I should have like the scribbling on a notebook sound effects in there. I should like rap until I was like, it happens. I might write 4 bars and be like, nah, that ain't it. And I start somewhere else. I was like, I'm gonna just drop them 4 bars, drop these other 4. They might not even go together. While we on the phone, basically like, man, I'm gonna call you back.
For sure.
And that ended up being the intro to my album.
Nah, that shit
like
was
that
fire.
conversation ended up giving me a song idea, and it also pushed me in the direction of like, man, I went through the music I had on my hard drive and was like, I still kind of weeded through, I ain't feeling this, but I just like, if I thought something was good, I went and finished it right then, or I'm like, I'm just put that out.
Because 15 album, I mean, dropping 15 is, and this is y'all in correspondence with each other. You like, at least, not that you got to, but I feel at least drop one. Because y'all hiatus.
Well, it wasn't.
We missed you for them 3 years.
The other thing is like, we're our own people. Like I said, I was joking with him. I'm saying he's putting pressure on me because we do have a shared audience, and because every time he drop people in your
comments, where you at?
But I don't move off of that. It's just more so like, one, it tells me that it's an audience out there ready to receive my music.
Hell yeah.
But more than anything, it's like we went through pockets since we known each other. We started working together in 2011. We went through phases where I probably dropped 6 albums, 6 projects in a year, and he might not have dropped one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For wherever we were, I may have been hyper active, hyper productive, and he may have been trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So we've been on the opposite side of it. I just was like, it was interesting to see, like, all right, bro, don't go.
Hell yeah.
And I'm kind of like trying to figure it out. And it's more so like I'm happy that he's in that space, because I know when we meet in the middle, it's only gonna be that much better.
That's it.
But it did, and it definitely inspired. It's still inspiring me because I thought he was gonna stop at 12.
Yeah.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too, bro.
He said he want to rap again because of Don Tree. He like, bro, I finna go studio.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Lito. I honestly thought he stopped at 12.
Yeah,
right?
me too. I did.
Today, I listened to your project. I listened to Love Drug. We finna get into. I got a few questions about that.
Okay.
And then I just typed in Don Trip, right?
Yeah.
And when I clicked it in, because I seen you post it, so I'm like, okay, I know he got a new project. I'm thinking it's a single.
Yeah.
And I said, oh shit, this
Damn,
is a whole
it's a whole
project.
album,
It's a
12
whole
songs.
project.
Yeah.
And then I looked, I said, oh, hold on. This nigga done dropped the project. I thought he was done in December, but he done dropped the one in February, January, and March.
He on his time.
I said, oh my gosh, he keep dropping.
Man, but it's just great. The state of them, the same way we was talking about, the music business is different now.
Yeah.
Because it's digital, because, you know, it's
Streams,
very much do it yourself. Like, it used to be press up a project, you have to ship it to these stores. Like, to get your music in the marketplace was an uphill process that cost money.
Yeah.
And that's where labels came in. That's where even at an indie level, you had to get with a distributor that could press the physical material.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like now it's
In your
that's what you
phone.
need right
That's
there,
all you
a
need.
laptop.
A laptop,
So
a
you
phone.
like it now? You like where the music industry at?
Yeah, cause it's it's less overhead and you can see an immediate return. Like we was dropping mixtapes almost at the same rate with no return. The only people that was making money was the mixtape sites. They was getting like advertising revenue.
I got you
for sure.
that Piff and
and it's like now like we can
took them
service
out.
it straight. It ain't even they still exist, but they would. I mean, it's just different because all this music he's dropping is original music. Like he ain't rapping on other people's beats and stuff. So it's like
for sure.
he's got his producers that he works with. They able to eat. You know what I'm saying? And it's going straight to the consumer through these DSPs. And you know, like you said, you click Apple Music.
Apple Music. You got your Spotify's and shit like that.
You know, and we able to see a return on it. Once upon a time, we wasn't. A lot of time, it was just a shot in the dark. Like, I used to put out these mixtapes, and I might spend however many thousands of dollars making a project, recording in studio time, getting it mixed, paying for beats, getting artwork done.
Yeah.
Then I'm pressing CDs. I'm pressing the inserts, the artwork. Then I need the manpower to go put these CDs in people's hands.
Most definitely.
And or the mixtape sites. And, you know, we used to sell CDs. We used to put them in stores on consignment. We used to sell them for $5, $10.
Cats music.
Eventually, that phased out, and because everybody's got
Digital.
smartphones
Yeah,
and got
digital.
that Piff and got live mixtapes, etc. So it still cost thousands and thousands of dollars every time I wanted to drop something, and I had to just have my fingers and toes crossed that this music was gonna connect enough that somebody's gonna call and book me for a show.
Yeah, for sure.
Or pay me to.
That's the return of it.
Right. That was and I mean, it was a long game, and fortunately, like I stayed afloat that it did happen like that, that the music connected. But now you can have a small audience, a relatively small audience, but they're consuming it.
Yeah.
And so they're streaming, you know what I'm saying? Pennies make dollars.
Most
and
definitely.
It's like, and you're not spending all that on materials and physical materials.
It makes sense.
You could look at somebody doing that 15 times, and the one, like you said, you didn't know that he dropped anything since December. When you found a March release, you also found a February and January.
I went back and listened.
Damn,
And the one I
Like,
didn't listen to, I'm going to listen to it
Exactly.
tomorrow.
And so it's like the snowball effect of that.
Yeah,
it's
most
all,
definitely.
it's all going into the same pile.
Yeah.
Like that's a beautiful space to be in as
For
an
the music.
independent.
For the
like
music,
for
yeah.
the indies. Like,
So you saying indie? Let me ask you this though, man. So I know in our city, right? We ask a lot of people about independent, being with a major. We also ask a lot of people who was influential in our city, right? We keep, we get our Quanti Cash, we get our pistols,
Yeah.
but the main name we hear is your name, Starlito, and Young Buck name. This is for the city, man. What is your relationship like with Young Buck, like right now as we speak? Y'all good or what is that like?
Yeah, he cool. I wish him the best.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? He was definitely an inspiration, a factor. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that took it all the way there. And I ain't really been asked that directly to be able to say this, but early on in my career, like bro did a lot. He did a lot that he didn't have to do. He did a lot at no cost. You know what I'm saying? I was featured on Gangsta Grills projects, you know what I'm saying? Hella projects of his early on. Took me on the road a few times. I performed in New York. I remember performing in Maine with him. We been in Chicago, Detroit, like just different spots. A lot of things that, you know what I'm saying,
That's
that
dope.
I never like that goes without acknowledging, you know what I'm saying? It was like, and I always appreciate it because it was a time, you know what I'm saying, when early on when I first closing the deal, I tried to pay him to get on the song and he wouldn't take my money. And I always like kind of honored that. I mean, for whatever it was worth, because he could have just charged me and it stayed transactional.
Hold on, he didn't. But he did the song anyway, right?
Yeah, we did a lot of songs.
Oh,
we did lots of songs after that. But
He said he wouldn't take his money,
I was
though.
like, hey,
I know he did it for free.
I'm
instead
about
of
to get
taking
a
his money.
deal. It would only be right if when I'm turning in my album that you be on it. How much? And he was like, man, I can't charge you. That was one of the earlier conversations we had, and you know what I'm saying, stuck to that. So I always rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Even before the first time he had to, go lay down for a minute, like I wrote him and explain and express my gratitude because I don't know if we was in like a great space at that time, but it was like clearing the air. And I wanted him to know then, like, all the things you did, you didn't have to do. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Because I know people will highlight what you didn't do before they acknowledge
what you did.
did.
Yeah, most
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying?
Facts,
So
that's a fact.
that was something, like I said, I never really been asked to say it aloud or acknowledge it. And
That's good shit, though.
yeah, so I always kind of put that ahead of anything else, you know what I'm saying? Because even moving past that, like, people probably get caught up and dwell on, you know what I'm saying, the indifferences or the issues or the things that went most public. We got 20 songs, 30 songs together
Most
out,
definitely.
but we had one run-in right up
yeah.
the street,
Yeah.
and that the metadata
Yeah.
list that higher. You know what I'm saying?
most
We got-
definitely. What we always say, they'll move this to the top, my negative
Yeah.
shit, but look at the catalog of what me and this guy
we
has
have
created
15
for the
years
city.
of historic music together. We did a project together. in
Most definitely I
2008,
did. I wanna-
was it
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
I want
Yeah.
to ask
I
this
remember
right here. I
Starbucks.
want to, most definitely.
But we before you move forward,
Yeah.
I wanted to say for public info sake, like we had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? As adults, as grown ups, we had
An
a
adult
face to face,
conversation,
a face to face conversation, and came to a level headed point of like clarity, understanding, and respect, and otherwise, we even played in a celebrity basketball game together. We was on the same team.
Yeah, this
actually,
recently was.
following that. Yeah,
Most
and
definitely.
Lil Penny, his game in TSU last summer.
Okay.
And so everything is everything. Yeah, but that's. I
Good
mean, I
shit,
appreciate
though, man.
y'all for
Yeah.
asking. I do think we are on most people's Mount Rushmore around here.
Most
Absolutely.
definitely. Yeah, y'all
was-
live.
Let them talk.
Yeah.
Talk your shit,
Talk-
nigga.
yeah, nigga.
Nah,
yeah,
and that was part of the conversation. And I just think it's important that people understand that like it ain't a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's no issue.
Nah, it ain't no. It ain't
'Cause they're
for
trying
sure
to
an
paint the issue,
moving
like you
forward.
say.
But a lot of it was pride. A lot of times ego, pride, and you know the noise.
Yeah,
and
most definitely.
the
Yeah.
clutter that come from whatever statuses and
Yeah.
otherwise and expectations even because it just kind of it's just that it's just noise and otherwise. But I always like held him in high regard for everything what I'm saying he accomplished and was able to do even as like a setting a standard and as far as like achievement and for
shining the light.
Yeah, for the inspiration
Yeah.
that came with it, like for sure.
See, that's good, bro. I'm so happy that you got to talk about that
Yeah, I
because,
love it.
like you said, man, like Boopy say, man, you most definitely is on the mount. Like you're up there
Think
for
about it,
everybody.
Leno,
has.
everybody we sit with. Every
Bro, I was in
artist we
Texas,
sit
bro.
with.
Listen, man, I got so much shit. I was
Yeah,
just,
everybody
everywhere
we
I go,
sit with, though.
if I ask, they say, "Where you from?" When I say Tennessee, sometimes they'll be like,
With Memphis.
Memphis,
They'll
you from
put
Memphis?"
Memphis on
And
you.
then when I say, "No, I'm from Nashville,"
Yeah.
you the first or the second. I'm telling you, you know Lito. Man,
Yeah.
I be listening to Starlito all the time, man. You know that nigga. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? Of course I lie. Yeah, I know that nigga, man. Yeah,
I was on stage with him.
Yeah,
He
you
got-
supposed to-
But I don't
supposed
tell
to
people-
lie.
yeah, I don't tell
You
people.
know, I tell everything. I
Yeah.
went to middle school with
Yeah, I
him.
don't tell him I was on
Yeah, I
stage,
went
but
to
I
middle
do tell him
school
I know you. Well, I'm like, yeah, I know him. You gonna let me in this motherfucker? Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, I know Lito.
And Leno, you know what's funny? He said they played in the celebrity basketball game.
Yeah.
And this nigga hit trash. He trash. He trash on that court, Leno.
Nah, that's bad.
Nothing
No
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
He
So
just
you got-
tall. You
you
gonna
got
say
this
because
re-
he tall?
No,
That's
but
what you
yeah,
gonna
I'm
say
talking about
because
this
he
nigga
tall.
You got-
nigga.
So you got this reputable platform, and then you want to go do
He
some,
always
put some
told
shit
me
like
you
that.
trash, though. I took up for it. I
He
said, man.
He alright. He
man.
can't beat me though.
Huh?
He can't beat me. But
He said, man,
alright,
he got
though.
my. This is a story I got
alright.
about you.
I probably
first.
couldn't beat him in
This
seventh
the
grade,
first
middle
first story I
school.
got. He was like, yeah, man, you know, I know Lito. So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know Lito? He like, yeah, you know, when he got signed to Carry Money, I supposed to got signed to Luke.
You a damn lie.
To Luke.
Yeah, Luke had Luke Rugger. He was like, I supposed to got signed to Luke, but I ain't want to fuck with Luke like that. Yeah, he was like, Luke. He was like, Luke want me to rap about some bullshit. I ain't rap about no.
Hey, you ain't shit, man. But look,
We happy, bro.
Hey, you know I'm bullshitting on the basketball, but speaking of basketball though, man, I know you're a avid basketball fan, man. You know, playoffs coming up, Lito. Who you got, man? Who you think gonna win it all in the playoffs?
Man,
Man, the
let me hear
NBA is hard to watch for me these days.
Why you
Damn.
say that?
So
They just shoot too many threes. It's like it's just it ain't. I don't know.
It ain't-
You
Nah,
to get
you
off,
say
you to
it.
get off my grass, old ass nigga,
I
man.
hate turning into that. I'm just saying that they just don't play.
I think
they
we
don't
all
play
turning
hard.
it. I know what you're
I'm
saying.
not.
like,
I like
right.
a good step back and shoot from the logo.
A lot
I
of
like
shit
that
is
shit.
a lot of this shit is a walk. Like how we
Yeah,
saw a
so
lot of-
Bro, if you shot
But
from
not
the
even
logo.
that.
I had to get over
I get
that,
the,
too.
the rule
I had to
changes,
get
but
over
I'm
that,
just
too.
saying they just come down. It's just a 3
Bro,
point
if you shot from the logo
like,
back when you was really playing
I
ball,
would
you on
have
the
got
bench.
benched. Yeah, I would have got benched. I
Now
definitely
shoot
would've got
from.
benched.
Now you got to shoot from the logo.
I would have got
they
benched.
might as well make it a 4-point line.
So what you-
Nah, they said they ain't gonna
What
do
you
that.
saying though, Lito? You don't watch it?
I mean, I'm into this March Madness right now. It's just more
Who
competitive.
you got? Who you got in
Like,
March Madness?
I think
Houston.
at this point, I think UConn gonna win.
Ooh,
that ain't
of course,
that ain't
of
who
course.
I necessarily had picked, but
You want Tennessee? You pick Tennessee.
nah, but they look good last night.
They did.
They look good last
Damn.
night, but UConn is gonna be hard to beat, man. But
They
yeah, I
got
mean,
everything.
I like players. They playing for something. A lot of them, it's their
Exactly.
last game, and they
Yeah.
playing like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
it's
like
just-
James Harden. I
even
don't
the
like none of
women's.
them.
I was watching LSU, the women's game before.
Yeah,
I pulled
before I
up.
came, me too. That was a
Man,
good game.
they playing hard. They
That
out
was a
there.
good game, man.
Yeah.
No, that was a real good game. Okay. Now speaking of sports, I know, Leno. I see you looking at your watch, looking at me, nigga. I'm finna wrap it up. But before we get out of here, though, man, because I know, I know you, my brother. You like to put a little a little piece of change on these sports events.
Oh, he's
right?
a gambler.
I don't want to talk about it.
He said, I don't want to talk
I
about
don't
it.
talk about it. Y'all talking about the UT game. I'm like,
Yeah, but I do want to ask you this though. How did you get into sports betting though, bro? Because you was sports bet, like I put it this way, you was sports betting before me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a sports bettor.
You was doing this shit before
Man, we've been gambling
apps and
since middle school. Like
we gamblers,
we
but
was getting caught shooting dice in the
Yeah, that's a
bathroom
fact.
in
That
middle
is a
school.
This
fucking
nigga
Like,
lose
fact.
all his money
that
shooting
is a
dice.
fucking
Yeah.
fact.
He don't
Some
know
of
how to
it-
do that.
Man, I say this because I never get an endorsement behind saying this publicly, but that shit is like a disease. Like
That's a
it's
fact.
so I don't want to say it like as wearing it like
FanDuel?
yeah I don't.
I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
I
don't
mean,
shout
if
them out. Don't shout them. We trying to get it.
Nah, but I don't want to say it propping that stuff up. But you were asking how I got into it.
Yeah, how
Just,
did you get into gambling though?
man, it's being young and around go-getters and
Yeah.
Hadley Park on Sundays when I was probably 7 years old and
Yeah.
seeing people with, you know what I'm saying, the chunks like
Yeah,
that, going in
facts.
their socks, pulling out chunks
Facts.
of money, shooting dice. And
The money.
I was like, I wanted that.
yeah.
And to me, I mean, I think at that age, I didn't fully understand everything they was doing to get the money, but I saw them gambling the money.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to figure that out. Like you said, I've been a math person, I've been a numbers person. So I can remember standing at a dice game when I was probably 6 years old for hours and having no clue what the game was. And so can you imagine trying to figure out a craps game
Yeah,
without knowing
nobody-
the
Yeah,
rules?
without knowing what-
Nobody
And I'm
tell
just
you.
like,
Yeah.
You
damn,
just see who
I'm just
losing
seeing
money
who's-
and
right,
who winning money.
Right, but I can't figure it out. So when somebody taught me how to shoot dice, which was probably like a year or two later, it was over.
When you
It
was
was
6
over.
though, that's I like this. I'm gonna stick right here. When you was 6 and you just looking for an hour, you just watching money and you hearing numbers. You hearing people
I'm
like
hearing
6.
people talking shit.
Yeah.
And like you said,
The
I'm
whole
seeing,
vibe of it
I'm
was
seeing the
good.
same
Yeah.
person picking up money over
Yeah.
and over, and they might heal up, man, and give me a 20
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
cool. And I see somebody else mad as hell and
Yeah.
going, like I said, going in their sock and pulling out some more money, and I'm just like, I gotta figure this out.
You
I-
from a
I
block
want
that's
in.
known for that shit.
Hell
dog.
yeah, I love it. I love it. I was
And so I
Go
just
ahead,
been
bro.
stuck. I've been
Yeah.
stuck since then. I was like the
You
first
still
time.
do it.
I guess I
do
was
you still
mainly-
do it big like right now. Like do you when you do your bets
Man,
all around the board?
it's just in you. If it's in
The
you,
app.
it's in you.
He said
Hey,
it's just in you.
I was out in Vegas recording with band play last weekend, and I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I
I
went to the
seen y'all
studio
singing.
every
Y'all was
night,
playing
Yeah.
together.
but I was in the casino every day. I was
That's
leaving.
what I wanted to know, bro, because that's
Yeah.
what I seen you on your social media. Like this is before the apps.
Mhm.
You will post your gambling ticket. That means you
Yeah, I
actually
used to
had to
go-
went in the casino.
Yeah, I moved to Vegas
Okay.
when I was recording Black Sheep Don't Grin like 10 years
You
ago.
say that, yeah. You say that.
I was staying in Phoenix at the time, but I got a spot in Vegas to work on the album.
Okay.
And I stayed in Vegas like 6 months and had everybody that was on the album come out there and work with me and whatnot. But yeah, during that time, before it was legal there, where you could only go to like Vegas and,
Exactly.
and
There we
Atlantic
go.
City, New Jersey,
That's
and
what I wanna
actually,
hear.
like,
So actually gamble.
legally
yeah,
bet.
yeah, that's what I want to hear.
So I used to go out there and bet on the playoffs, bet on March Madness.
yeah.
And then once I was living in Phoenix and it was like drivable, it was like a 4-hour drive. I was going out there like every weekend, and I'm like, shit, I might as well get a spot. Like, what's
Yeah, what's
this?
yeah?
Is,
I
like,
am because I'm out
so
here.
I'ma just
I'm
post
out here all
up.
the
I'm
time.
gonna just chill, you know. But this was like I said before. I was a dad, and I could
Yeah,
just wake
yeah.
up.
Was that an
and-
addiction?
It is. That's what I said. It's a,
Yeah,
it's a disease.
It
It's
still
an
got us
addiction.
clucked. I'm
Yeah.
clucked, like
And
though.
so
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like you said, I don't want to say I was doing it for it was cool because this goes back to
no. I'm before
Prohibition
it was legal.
era.
Yeah.
But when I saw the legislation changing and it's legal in like more than half of the states.
Facts.
Every other commercial on TV is catered towards it. Like
It is.
you might talk to gals and they got parlays.
Man, I
in
see
and stuff.
girls
It's
on
like,
I see girls on my social media that be winning 300, 400, 500.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's so mainstream now. I'm a skeptic. I read books a book called The Fix Is In, and it's like so much like there's always something you seeing like the baseball dude.
There we go. Let's talk about it.
That's,
And,
his people
yeah.
betting on stuff.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
football.
Michael Porter Jr., little brother.
We got referees getting caught up in
Yeah.
this. Like it's always more to it. So
Hey,
I
you
feel
know
like
what's funny?
the bigger it is,
Yeah.
the more chance of
corrupt,
it being
the more corrupted
exactly.
they try to
So,
bring it to you.
I've actually kind of probably scaled back because I just feel like it's one of them things. Like once it's everywhere, it might not be for me.
Yeah.
Like, Cause it's just
You feel how the
Now
number
I'm not
mans
betting.
feel.
I'm not betting.
The
Yeah,
number
it's
mans
just-
feel like that. They're
I'm
like,
not
"Man, fuck
betting.
this shit."
I'm not betting the fucking mortgage on the game.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put a little something on it.
You'll put
because-
the tires
make it
on.
more-
because I'm gonna watch it. You
Yeah,
see what I'm
make it
saying?
more- it make it
makes
more
Yeah, it's
interesting
like
to
why I'm
watch
gonna watch
sometime.
it. If I'm gonna watch the Ravens against the Titans, man, fuck it. I bet Lamar Jackson can run for over 65 yards.
yeah,
You know
all
what I'm
this.
saying? Because I'm going to watch the damn game anyway, man. Throw a little something on it. But it ain't just, I'm not breaking
But
the
it's
fucking
spooky.
bank.
It's spooky to know that like these players, that player you betting on might be getting 40 to 50 million this year. So I feel like what's stopping the people who signing this check from saying, "Hey, don't run that ball this week." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
'Cause
think
we
it's
got-
people that do that?
I mean,
Well,
it's-
you know,
saying
'cause you
what's
fuck-
What I'm
stopping
saying
them,
is,
though.
I don't know.
Nah,
But what I'm
but-
saying is like if they got 40 to 50 million swinging on this one game,
Yeah,
and this is your salary for the season,
yeah.
and we the people paying your
Just missed
salary,
that
we the
shot.
same people that's getting the money from these companies.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I just don't want to be a pawn in somebody
Yeah.
else's chest.
Man,
It's
Michael-
hard for you
Michael
to be
Porter-
like. It's hard for you to say, "Ain't no way in the world."
Yeah, it's-
ain't nobody
Man,
saying
Michael
that.
definitely
Porter
shit
Jr.,
in the game.
little brother, showed you how to do it, man. Go in
I
there
have
for
to-
3 minutes and check. Oh, goddamn, coach.
Yeah,
I done hurt my eye again,
I
coach.
saw
And check
that.
yourself out the game, bro. Bet on
And
you
bet
to
the
not
under.
do
He
it.
bet the under.
Bet the under. You know?
It got
Man.
up out of
If,
there.
listen, if they think I'm
He
going to
said,
get
"Man, I can't
5
see."
Yeah,
Oh, goddamn. Coach, you ain't see that nigga hit me in the elbow? He said, "No, I didn't."
Coach, I lost my lip. I can't find my lip, coach.
Yeah, he got up out of there.
Ooh, my
Put it
liver.
like it. He got
up
out of there.
Hey,
I
that's
saw
but
that
that's the
other
funny
day.
thing though is these gambling sites, they see that type of shit. That's
Yeah,
red flags.
I mean, it's
so
big business.
like even
man.
back in
Yeah,
the
it's
day
a
when
big-
you
it's a
just
big
had a
business
bookie,
now.
yeah, back in the day when you just had a bookie and you done had these gambling
Yeah.
sites, you could have got away with that shit. Now
Yeah,
you can't.
well,
get a-
it's people that
now
got
you
caught
can't.
up doing that shit even
Hell
before.
yeah, they
all
was
this.
wild.
Bookies
though. I
and
think
them
they
number
owe the
men
niggas
sad
some
as
money.
hell, man. Them
Yeah.
bookies and number man can't stand them ads
Nah,
coming
that's a
down.
fact,
Yeah,
man.
it mess
That's
up
a
the.
fact.
it
But
just-
listen, man, what I want to say, man, is most definitely an honor to have you
it's been
here.
dope,
for sure.
You are an icon in Nashville, Tennessee, all through Tennessee, the southern region, man. Your name is a lot, man. You build a company and you continue to grow, bro.
Yes, sir.
And most definitely that's something that we love. We are honored to have you here. I didn't think you knew this nigga for real, man.
Come on, man. I put shit in motion.
He
man.
most
Yeah.
definitely did, but
Oh my God.
and I'm happy you said that. Now he ain't gonna let me forget this. So say that now. He gonna, "Nigga, I'm all sorry, nigga, I did this."
Timestamp that, Taylor. What
But
that's my guy.
but most definitely, yeah. You said that at 2:01.
Yeah, timestamp
Nah,
that.
but we do want to say, man, appreciate it, man. Great shit. Just listening to your the journey that it took, man. So y'all make sure y'all listen to what he said, because some things can happen fast and some things do take time. He just wants y'all guys to know, man, this is for your artists. Listen, man, believe in yourself. Believe in the
Believe
craft.
in your what?
Believe in yourself. I was finna say something else. I was finna say craft. But I want y'all to believe in yourself and also remember that the craft that you're doing, man, you're doing it. So don't be a rapidy person. Make sure when you're going in there for a purpose, man. I want to say that.
Yeah, this not to cut you off. I did a record last week called 20-Year Run, and it kind of forced me to kind of take inventory on it. I think if you, however you approaching it, if it's true to you, if that's how you want to do it, then rock out and do it. Cause I've shifted, I've changed lanes with this along the way, but it was on my own free will.
And that's
You
a
know what I'm
20-year
saying?
run you had. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I said, before he left, you had genre of musics that you went through.
Yeah, and survive.
And so
Like
you
I
said
said,
crunk,
trap, ringtone, blog, era rap, otherwise, and it's like I said, what my staying power was being true to me and being myself through it all. I know you would say, I don't know, we might not get to it, but you were saying you was gonna ask me something about the recent project. But like even
Yeah,
tapping
me
into
too.
that was like, this where I am now. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like
yeah.
I probably can't make that song that I made way back when. Or if I did, it'd be forced.
Mm-hmm.
But like I ain't really forcing nothing. So if you the rapidy rap over rapping person, then be that. You know what I'm saying?
Miracle lyrical coming out the delirial, shooting guns at your
I told you he
cereal.
won't rap, bro. He said he gonna
He
get that
got
chain. He said, "Why All Star
He got
signed
it,
me today?"
man.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Booba was one of my first favorite rappers.
I was trying
He
to.
was one of my first favorite
Yeah.
rappers.
I'm a new
Yeah.
believer.
But I know we gotta get out, and I'm gonna keep saying this. Taylor, I know we gotta get out of here. But I because Love Drug, I listened to Love Drug all day today, brother, and great project,
Appreciate
project,
that.
man. Charleston White on one of them, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a controversial figure, brother.
Yeah.
What made you go with that? With that sound bite?
I met him like a year ago. It was right around the time I was at my homeboy's birthday party. He just randomly there, like somebody tapped me, was like, "Man, Charleston White over there want to holler at you." I'm like, "Shut up."
Yeah,
like, we're
yeah.
Willie B's. Like, that don't
Yeah.
even make sense. It was like, "No, for real." I turned around, he was right there for real. And the words we exchanged, you know, it moved me because it's the same thing. Like y'all said, like people from elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Understanding I'm a staple, I'm a fixture from here. Like, I'm a fan on the spectator level because he's just, you know, he polarizing.
Yeah,
He's just,
most definitely.
It's his big personality.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just always kind of captivated by whatever he's saying, good, bad, in between.
He loved
And,
Nashville too.
Yeah, and from there, but you know, we was introduced and man, overwhelmingly like nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Like he gave it up for me, and it wasn't just like a cordial being civil. Like it was like a
Genuine.
He was like, "Bruh, you telling these young niggas what they need to hear before they meet God." And I'm like, it was such an interesting compliment.
Yeah, most definitely.
But also knowing how he normally speaks on rap and on rappers in general, I'm like, damn, that was interesting. You know what I'm saying? He went farther and said some other things. You know, we exchanged contacts. He had a show at Zany's. I pulled up on him some months after that. You know, he was kind of more in his element. We chopped it. We had a couple phone conversations. He called me with an opportunity, and he also created some opportunities for some other people I knew, and I felt like that was like real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Despite like optics sake
What
and
they
how
say,
people
yeah.
kind of box in, I was like, I rock with him. You know what I'm saying? From those vantage points, those perspectives, and I had that song for him to feature on and kind of talk his talk.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was wrapping up the album, I think he got sick. We was communicating, and I was kind of my timeline. You know, I was running out of time getting it done, and he hit me and was like, I took all them clips and put them on the record. And he called me and was like, "Man, I've been sick. I'm gonna get it done tomorrow." And I was like, "All right, that's cool, but I'm gonna send you this. One, let me know what you think, and two, you know what I'm saying, maybe this will give you a direction to go in." And when I sent him the song, he was like, "Oh, that's perfect. Leave it
just
just
leave
like
it like
that." He
that.
was like,
Yeah.
"That's perfect. I couldn't have done it no better." Like, so he signed off on it, stamped it, and so I put it out like that. But you know, it actually did come from building a relationship. And,
Okay.
Nah, I love it. I love it. All right, one more, y'all. One more. I promise we're getting out of there. One more. Now, you use Our Sister, man, on most of your projects. Our sister, Robin, right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know, what is it about Robin that when you say, man, I want to put a female soulful voice on this record, what makes you choose her over all the other females in the world that you could go get, bro?
I honestly don't even think too much further than her. If I hear
Yeah.
a female voice, R&B voice, just like you said, soulful otherwise. But it's man, our roots the same way.
That's what's
You
up.
and I known each other for 30 years. The same goes for Robin and I. Like, our grandmothers were friends.
Okay.
Me and her younger brother played Little League football
Shout
against
out
each
Ryan.
other.
Oh, so y'all
And
always
and
had
went played basketball, went to basketball camps against each other, and things like that. Like, I've known Robin since I was probably 8 years old, and I remember seeing her on was it the Star Search or maybe Showtime with the Apollo.
Yeah.
I remember watching her on Showtime with the Apollo. So she was like the first person, the first peer that I knew that was like doing this music thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And taking it serious.
like full fledged.
Yeah.
Like I saw her on TV when I was probably not even 10
I didn't
years
even
old.
know
A
that. She
youngster,
was on
youngster.
she was
Apollo.
on-
I didn't know that.
I remember that.
Yeah, she should have won. It was somebody was rapping
Ah.
somebody else's song, and it was like,
Yeah.
but she killed it. You know
Rappity
what
rap.
I'm saying?
No, yeah.
But like, so
That's
I've
dope.
always known her to be this like supreme talent,
Mm-hmm.
this huge voice, and as I've grown in my artistry and my craft, and we've grown together, cause she's still a person that is like probably on her way on the road or coming off the road from performing music like
Yeah.
weekly. Like she's last time we spoke, she was coming back from Hawaii from singing at a gig. Like she's seeing the world doing this music thing. So as I've grown, like if I have an idea, it's somebody that I got this comfort zone with, and this relationship with, to be able to bring some words to life, you know, via her voice. And as a female voice is always been a good compliment. You know what I'm saying?
To
me,
what you do. Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah, I
we kind of
agree
find
with
that,
that.
find that pocket on the male side. I always prefer to work with crooner in a similar facet of like, these are people that are here, they accessible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're a phone call away, they down the street. And I feel like they got as much talent as
It's-
anyone
it's-
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
world.
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
go out of my way to, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true what you said. They most definitely got talent. Most
Yeah.
definitely. I see what you're saying.
So, and we just got that synergy. Robin and I, like, I don't feel like we had any or many misses. I'm gonna do a few gigs this summer with Robin right now and with Brassville with a
Okay.
band. We're gonna do one here. We're gonna do Dallas, probably Houston as well, and Atlanta. And we did a version on Buchanan with Slim Huskies a few years ago. We're gonna expand from there. We're gonna do the one here at Brooklyn Ball this summer. And
That's
we
big.
got a
We in there.
yeah, Robin
Yeah,
and
we-
I got
we
a
in there.
whole catalog of music. You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
going back 15, almost 20 years
Mm-hmm.
going. And even some of the songs she's not on, like on that stage with that band, she can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she can
add
get
to
in there.
and
Yeah.
So it's just,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like her family is like family to me, and it just always made sense.
That's what's
I
up.
love it,
We got a
Lito.
lot of good shit coming up, man.
Yeah.
So you
And
saying
we
this
in there,
summer,
we going
next
in
summer?
This summer.
This summer right here. Oh,
Look-
We
looking
going
at
right
July.
now.
yeah, we going.
I know my
yeah.
nigga got up. We
Yeah, I'ma make
backstage
sure
the
you
whole
look-
Yeah,
I'ma
night.
sure I
use
got
that,
That's
nigga.
all access.
Yeah,
man.
we
I'm
in there,
saying,
man.
All
I
that
like
says,
that.
that's
we
what
gotta
we
keep you out the stage.
Nah, keep my
He don't know
mama.
the word. Fuck that. I'm gonna
You
make
gotta
sure
know
this
the
nigga
word.
know
I'm
the
gonna
word.
know the word. I'm gonna know the word. I'm gonna know the word.
Artists,
I'ma know the word.
local artists, man. Who you listening to? You listening to any artists here in the city?
Yeah, I've been listening to Big Top a lot. That's
Second time I done heard him.
that's
And I,
the,
okay.
That's what I've been listening to the most.
Okay.
Of course, Trapper Mandel. I like the ski, you know what I'm saying, like my fellow East Siders.
Yeah.
I like Lil Gans, AC.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Lil Ski. I've been, you know what I'm saying, hip to they push for a while.
Okay.
As far as, you know, that the younger wave, I've always been partial to. I know y'all asked me directly about Buck, and obviously, you know what I'm saying, I hold his artistry on the highest thing. I always been partial to Quantum Cash. I know y'all probably asked me like what I'm listening to, like presently, or what to look out for.
No, it's all good. Who
Yeah,
you,
well,
who
yeah,
you
yeah,
fuck
nah,
with?
nah, who you fuck
Yeah,
with?
who you fuck with?
But
pretty
I
much.
always rock with Quantum. He's been probably my most frequent collaborator from Nashville since we started working together, I think 2012. But even prior to that, my humblest beginnings, he was, like you said, he was somebody I could see. You know what I'm saying? Being from
Yeah,
East
that's a
Nashville,
fact.
like it was like I watched him come up
That
before
damn van.
That
before I
damn
even
van.
wanted to rap.
Yeah, that
It was
damn
just
van
like,
and that logo.
yeah, and I always, you know what I'm saying, even still, you know, hold him up.
So that was an
in high
influence
regard.
right there to you
For
with
sure.
Quantum.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to
far
Quantum.
as-
Good shit.
As far as being a inspiration on some do-it-yourself type of time.
And now
like,
look at you. You're an inspiration to people.
yeah.
Look how time. Look how the time.
I'm
shines,
just saying,
man.
look
The
though, bro.
tables turn,
Like how
man.
light the tables turn though.
Yeah.
Like you looking at Quanti as inspirational, and then now look, I talk to artists, the same new generation artists that you
That's
talk
24,
about.
25,
They
and they
say-
say his name.
Look, first,
Yeah.
if you can go back to a lot of our catalog,
That's it.
a
They
lot
say
of
his name,
artists,
bro.
soon as he asked that question right there, you one of them.
Hey, shoot, bro.
Man, look, man, y'all already know what this was, man. BRC this is something, like I said, man, this was something huge for us. Appreciate you coming on the
It's a
show.
family reunion, baby.
Yeah.
Show
It was
live.
a family reunion, man. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. Like
Off the top, I love
I
it.
enjoyed this shit,
Off the
bro.
top, I
It's
love
really
it.
like a family reunion, man. We
I
gotta
got to
get
see a lot of your interviews, man. I want to say you did real good, man. Opened up a lot. I'm glad y'all got that history with each other right there,
Yeah.
man.
Of course, man.
Like he said, a family reunion, man. I'm just I'm the plus one. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll say this though,
I'm the plus
like
one.
whenever you got a project dropping, whatever, bro, you do your media shit, man. Put us on the list, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For
we
sure.
coming
Make sure
bow
you
legged.
come sit on. Yeah, make sure you come sit down with us, man, because I definitely want to do this again, bro. This
Yeah,
shit
I'm,
good.
I'm
This good
probably
shit,
bring
man.
somebody with me next time. We'll,
sure.
Yeah. That's it. I
and
like
we'll line
that
it
too.
up.
Anybody you want, all you got to, bro. You got the number. Call my phone.
For
Whoever.
sure.
If you vouch for them, they getting in that
Most
seat.
definitely,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? I love
Already.
it.
So
Appreciate
y'all
y'all,
already,
man.
know, man. I'm gonna end it with two things, man. Lino Excel, get money, stay true, get money.
And listen up, family. If nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the first person to tell you today that I love you. I love you. I love you, man. We out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace.